Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. This is going to be a pretty quick video, but I just want to talk about how you can get this card for free. And I don't think a ton of people are aware that this card is available for free right now, because I wasn't. I was in a Twitch chat last night, and somebody goes, so apparently you can get Opal or Dark Matter Paul George for free now? And I was like, what? And I think that's something that also a lot of y'all probably just aren't aware of, because it's something that people don't check. And I want to talk about what that is here in just a second and how you get this card. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. I keep saying 25K. I mean 30K. We hit 25 a couple days ago. Really appreciate all y'all's recent support of the channel. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel now. And yeah, without further ado, obviously I would say Paul George is one of the more desirable cards in the game. I think outside of Glenn Rice, he's as good as any shooting guard in the game, and he's definitely one of the more fun and elite wings in all of MyTEAM. I love Paul George cards in MyTEAM. This is a card I would love to have, and as a gambling card, not a card I was able to get, but 2K did say in the season blog this season that they were going to be updating the mode reward in the 6 main modes, which are Clutch Offline, Triple Threat Offline, Clutch Online, Triple Threat Online, Unlimited, and Co-op, to a new Dark Matter each week. And I maybe salary cap as well. We'll check here in a second. It was Devin Booker when the season started, but they updated it, and they updated it yesterday, actually. And I didn't realize they updated it yesterday, but they did. And I guess that means they'll be updating it each Wednesday this season. And the new player is Dark Matter Paul George, who's really, really good. So as like an actual legit reward prize, he's pretty cool, honestly. Now, I will say the spawn rate for this card is not super high. You're not going to get him a ton behind the door game. You're certainly not going to get him a ton on the wheel spins, because the wheel spins are hard. The ball drops, honestly, the spot in which they put the best reward is actually not that hard to hit. So I do believe in a ball drop. If you get him, it's a decent chance. And then obviously Unlimited is also the door game this season. So those are your modes here. Salary cap is a vault. Oh, and salary cap, you can actually get him as well. So that's fire. So you can get him in salary cap as well. So that's 7 different modes this season right now for the next week. Actually, less than a week. As you are seeing this video, it's only until next Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, or 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, whatever time that is for you. That is when this Paul George will expire. Actually, it says available till May 30th. So technically, it might actually be available until Thursday. Weird. They reset it on Wednesday, and now they're resetting the next one on Thursday. I don't know. He might be available for another week, actually, is what that looks like, until next Thursday morning. But either way, free Dark Matter Paul George if you get him. It's not super likely. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all, but I also will say, if you sit here and play, well, I think the wheel spin is actually the least likely one to get him. I don't know why the RNG on the wheel spin feels like it's so hard to get the actual top reward, but I don't see people get that reward. I don't feel like as much as I see it on like the door game and the ball drop and stuff. I do believe Paul George is, I mean, he's not super duper likely to get, but it's possible. And he is the type of card which, combined in the fact that you actually make so much MT from just playing the game, I think you can actually get a lot of good rewards this week if you're willing to just grind the game some. Now, obviously I say that having grinded a total of about 2 levels this season. Like, I legitimately have barely been playing the game, but that's a whole different story. I may not get Paul George. I probably won't, honestly, because I don't think I'm going to play the game enough for him. But for those of y'all out there who are still grinding the game, still want to get this Paul George, and are still trying to improve their lineups and all that type of stuff without spending their money, this is a great opportunity to do so while just playing the game as normal, whatever mode you prefer, playing to complete, playing to make MT. You're going to get multiple different types of rewards, and now you have the extra promise and chance of an elite level reward. And I say that like the top reward last season for most of the season was the Playoffs Deluxe packs. I got 2 of them last season from playing the game, from rewards, maybe even 3, but definitely 2. So it's not impossible to get that top reward. Like, Paul George is not an unattainable card, and if you play 100 or so games of a variety of game modes over the next week, I think you got a chance to get it. I'm not going to sit here and say it's super likely, and I don't want to clickbait y'all into saying, oh my gosh, you could get a free Paul George guaranteed for sure, because you can't. But you have a chance to get him in addition to all the other rewards that you are normally going to be getting from playing the game. And I think that can be an additional incentive for people to maybe play a little bit more than normal this week. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you. And honestly, the other thing that this does is it gives me hope that they're going to continue to update the thing with good rewards this season. Like, we could see maybe a Vault Ben Simmons or Bull or Tim Thomas or somebody like that. Because if they're willing to put a card as elite as a Paul George and as desirable as a Paul George into this reward, I think there's actually a chance that they make these mode rewards very, very good throughout this season. And hopefully we don't see an update to a Dark Matter DeMar DeRozan or something like that, and some card that nobody actually wants. Having it as a good reward, I think, is good for the game, and I don't think it hurts. Again, I don't think it's hurting 2K's pockets to get more people on the game, playing the game for the chance of getting a card like this. I don't know. It could still be better. Obviously, you know what I'd love to see is an agenda group for a Dark Matter Paul George for free. Like, oh, you complete this agenda group this week, you get that. Or complete a mode in this week, and you get Dark Matter Paul George or something like that. But it's okay. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be too mad about it. I do think the rewards are actually decent-ish this season. I just wish the top reward players were a little more desirable, especially the Ultimate Reward, because J.R. Smith is not cutting it, and that hurts this season. But as a whole, this is not bad, and being able to get free Paul George as a mode reward is kind of a cool thing, to be honest. So with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.